Hello, welcome back in another Art Quiz solution. This is solution of Art Quiz 5. When I was a child, my mother said to me, if you become soldier, you will be a general. If you become a monk, you will end up as a pope. Instead, I was a painter and I became Picasso, said Pablo Picasso. This sculpture is titled She God. It was made by a very famous painter, sculptor, printmaker, stage designer, poet, and playwright who spent most of his adult life in France, Pablo Picasso, in 1950 in Villeurus. Picasso's studio in the town of Villeurus, where he worked beginning in 1948, was next to yard into which potters threw debris, pieces of metal, and shards of ceramics. After deciding to sculpt a god, Picasso searched the yard for discarding materials that could suggest parts of animal's body. He crafted a skeleton with these objects and filled out the sculpture with plaster. A wicker basket formed the god's ribcage. Two ceramic jugs were modified to serve as its udders. Flat palm fronds shaped the slope of the god's spine and the length of its snout, and metal scraps are used as structural unit throughout. Picasso has 1,243 works online. Here, Picasso's god is pregnant and is definitely a representational of his new rising surge of optimism and love of life, following the war and his relationship with his young mistress, Francois Guillaume. Francois had just had their second child, Paloma, named after the Picasso's poster Dove of Peace. Now, we are going to know more about the artist. Pablo Picasso was born on October 25, 1881. He was a Spanish painter, sculptor, printmaker, stage designer, poet, and playwright who spent most of his adult life in France. Regarded as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century, he is known for co-founding the Cubist movement, the invention of constructed sculpture, he co-invention of collage, and for the wide variety of styles that he helped develop and explore. He moved permanently to Paris in 1904 and 1905 was beginning of his pink period. During his first decade of the 20th century, his style changed as he experimented with different theories, techniques, and ideas. After 1906, the various work of the slightly older artist Henri Matisse motivated Picasso to explore more radical styles, beginning a fruitful rivalry between the two artists, who subsequently were often paired by critics as a leader of modern art. And his full name is Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz Picasso. Other works by the artist. Please go to the lecture Looking at the 20th Century Art Through the Eyes of a Physicist by Professor Walter Lowen in minute 25:20. There is much more about Pablo Picasso and his art. Link of that lecture is in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next art quiz solution.